The more time I spend with the SL Mk3, I find more interesting features. You can call these bonus features or hidden features, but whatever you call them, you probably won't find these on other keyboards. This is not a sponsored video, but Novation did let me borrow this keyboard for a while to check out its features. And while I have it, I found 5 unique features that make the SL Mk3 a pretty cool keyboard for creating and performing. Now you want to watch until the end of the video because you never know what you learn and the techniques you'll be able to apply to your own music or maybe even your own keyboard. Let's check them out. You know how convenient it is to automate your instruments on a computer, you know, your DAW? Well, the SL Mk3 makes it really easy to do the same automation for your hardware synths and record those patterns and automations right from here. No computer required. Remember, you can set this up ahead of time, save it in your sessions, and just play it when you're ready to go, like for instance on stage. Check out how I automate the filter sweep on my Prophet 6. You just hit record and modify whatever you want. I've already recorded some chords into this sequencer pattern. And some notes. Now let's automate that filter sweep while this is playing. I'm just gonna hit the record button and let's do it. So of course, editing your automation once you've recorded it isn't going to be as easy as it is with a computer and a mouse, but still, it's pretty cool. Next, the light guide is actually kind of useful, especially for editing existing sequences. Now, if I'm getting ready for a performance, but I want to change up some of the notes in the chords that I've already saved, I can just press the pad and the light guide shows me what I played. And I don't have to guess the chords that I played and I may have already forgotten. I can just adjust the notes. You can even press the Option key here so that you can have a view of the notes that were played. Check it out. It's showing me which notes were played. I can even adjust the velocity for these individual notes. All right, next up, the arpeggiator. Now, most keyboards come with a very simple arpeggiator, but this one gets really complex and interesting, and you can create some really interesting patterns. Let's turn on the arpeggiator. Now, I can play this like a regular arpeggiator and play all the notes in sequence. Or I can create some interesting rhythms by deactivating some of these pads. Now I've pressed the latch button so I can hold the arpeggiator, and now let's adjust things a little bit more. You can't get that detail with arpeggiators on other keyboards. Next up, sessions. Sessions let you save performance templates like the ones I've been playing around with here, and it's like setting up a song within the SL Mk3. You don't need your DAW or computer to do this. Everything from sequences that you have to arpeggiators, notes you've recorded, chords you've recorded, everything is saved right here on the SL Mk3. That's pretty powerful. Imagine going on stage and being able to load up all your settings right here on the keyboard for different songs. Now with these sessions, you'll be able to save settings for external hardware synths, external keyboards, and even virtual instruments in your DAW. And before we get to the last one and a bonus, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I've reviewed the Novation launch key, the small one, comparing it to 5 other keyboards around $100 right here. Check it out. All right, next up, the SL Mk3 also lets you control multiple effects plugins. For this part of the video, I'm going to control the Prophet 6 through Ableton Live. So I'm going to switch this to In Control so that I'm controlling Ableton Live. And I have my Prophet 6 track up on Ableton. And I've added a couple plugins. You'll see EQ8, Valhalla, Reverb, and Delay. Now it's awesome that you can modify any plugin right from the screens and knobs on the SL Mk3, but you can also switch to different plugins right from here without using your mouse. So I've got Valhalla's Reverb loaded up right now. adjusting the mix of the reverb. But I can then switch to a different plugin. So if I want to check out the delay that I have on here, now I'm modifying the delay. Adjusting feedback and the wet dry. I can even go over to EQ8 and make adjustments here as well. I've also got a video comparing the SL with 2 other premium 49 key keyboards. You can check that out here. All right, bonus tip. If you watched my previous video on the SL Mk3 where I compared it to a couple other keyboards, you heard that I was talking about the superior Ableton Live integration. Well, it goes really deep. You can capture your sketches, just your doodles on the keyboard, even if you forgot to hit record in Ableton. So I'm playing around right now. And I didn't record that, but check this out. Hit Shift and Capture. And it's recorded it. It's captured things that I'm just playing around with on this keyboard. And it saved it as a new clip. Now, Capture is an Ableton Live feature that you can access with the mouse, but having this available on the keyboard just makes it so much nicer. So I've been really impressed with the SL Mk3 keyboard. It does so much. If you're interested in this keyboard, I put a link in the description of the video. Also, if you found some other hidden features that you'd like to share with other viewers here, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to learn more about this keyboard, and I'm sure everyone else will. Keep making the music that you love, guys, and hey, check out one of these videos next. See you later.